What up, YouTube? This is Eric, the Adaptive Traveler, and I'm about to go on a road trip that is going to be paid for solely by Lyft. Okay, so my plan is to go every other day or so and earn as much money from Lyft in other cities to get to the next city. And my ultimate goal is to start here in Topeka, Kansas, and go all the way to Maine near the Canada border to find this meteorite that fell a couple months ago that there's a $25,000 reward for. So I'm going to be documenting my trip. Before I take off, I just wanted to remind anybody, if they're going to do this, that you need to actually message Lyft customer support and have them add certain cities and everything to your account so that you can drive there. Other states, some of them, actually require an inspection, so make sure you plan this out accordingly. I think it's New York and Pennsylvania and Massachusetts all require inspections, so I can't drive there, nor can I drive in Maine. So I'm really gonna have to kind of bust my butt and make as much money as possible each day that I'm stopping to do Lyft only. And so actually I was gonna take the Audi A3 because it gets, way better gas mileage, but literally I've got the whole third row seat area of the Explorer filled up, so I won't be able to take any more than 4 passengers at a time. But Lyft only requires that you have capacity for 5, including yourself, so I should be good on that. This thing gets not bad gas mileage, 24 highway, 17 city, so I'm just gonna have to manage my budget. I would recommend that if you're going to do this, that you have backup money set aside in case car breaks down, anything unforeseen happens. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. But my goal is to do this entire trip just on money that I've earned from driving on Lyft. Okay. Also, I want to make note that I've checked all the fluids, tire pressure, cleaned up the car, everything like that before I leave. This is just common sense anytime you're going on a road trip, but I figured I'd make note of it since this road trip's probably going to be about 3,000 miles. So I'll detail the different things that I've figured out in terms of where I'm stopping to drive, how much money I'm going to need, etc. And I'll catch you in the car on the way. So I just got to St. Louis. I'm near downtown, and I'm about to switch on my Lyft driver app, get some rides. It's Friday, it's 2:40, so it looks like I should be able to get quite a few rides. I'm gonna need it because I won't be able to give any rides in New York and Pennsylvania. So good morning, YouTube. So actually yesterday was a really good day. I was in St. Louis. I didn't show much of a video of that because I only gave 4 rides, and then I actually got a ride from St. Louis to Indianapolis, which was going to be my second stop, and it covered good ground monetarily. I gave 7 rides yesterday, covering an 8-hour period, but 1 ride was from St. Louis to Indianapolis. So I ended up making $344 with 7 rides. But I also drove pretty late because after the long ride, it kept stacking rides and I didn't get a chance to put last ride. So here I am in Indianapolis. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to go online. I'm probably going to do quite a few rides here in Indianapolis till it slows down, and then move on to Columbus and maybe get in some personal activities and everything there. But I'll probably have to spend a good chunk of today and tomorrow giving rides to build up some more money, because I cannot give rides again in New York and in Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, none of the less expensive hotels last night had rooms or looked like they were staying in, being that I've got a good amount of expensive stuff in my car, and a couple of them had about 15-20 people that didn't look fantastic hanging out in the parking lot. So finally found one at 1 o'clock in the morning, the Fairfield Inn by Marriott. So I ended up spending a lot more on a hotel than I wanted to, but I knew that after a 14-hour day yesterday that I needed a good rest and everything. So I'm all rested up now, and I'm about to get started here in Indianapolis. Other than my hotel and gas, the expenses are low, like less than 20 bucks. So right now I'm doing pretty well. I think I've got close to about $200 in the bank after everything, and hoping to make a couple hundred more, so that I've got hopefully $350 or $400 or so before I move on to Connecticut and stuff. Anyways, that's where we're staying right now. 9 o'clock, Saturday, July 3rd, Indianapolis. See you soon. All right, so a bit of an update. It's a little bit after 1. I've been working for roughly 4 hours, a little bit 4 hours, and I've done 9 rides. I've driven, roughly about 100 miles, and I've made $71. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is do rides with basically the rest of my 3/8 of a tank, and then fill up and head to Columbus. That way I can get there relatively early, maybe do some rides there, get a hotel, check in, and all that good stuff. I also wanted to point out that I'm going to be using the Lyft perks. I'm on the brink of getting platinum, but there's places where I can get up to 27 cents off a gallon for gas. So any bit I can save is a good thing. So there'll be other perks that I'm probably going to use along the way, but I just wanted to point that out, that that Lyft is going to be helping me out in more ways than one on this trip to save money. So at this point, we're doing pretty good. I got I got one small bonus, and I think a couple of tips. It's a little bit warm out here today, but yeah, overall going pretty good. I'm hoping to hit maybe 100 and maybe $15 to $125 before I leave, and then I can fill up and then call it a day for Indianapolis. What up, YouTube? Just finished giving Lyft rides about 15 minutes ago, so I was doing it for about 7 hours today. It's 4:30 now. I just filled up my gas, and I want to tell you, since I just made platinum, I think within the last ride or two, I was telling you guys earlier how you could get up to 27% or 27 cents off per gallon. Well, platinum gives you up to 32 cents off, but because I'm also using the Lyft Direct debit card, I just went here to Speedy's and I got gas for $2.89, because with those benefits, I got 50 cents off a gallon. That means I saved Actually, right exactly $8 because I've got 16 gallons and 16.009. So awesome way to save money. So I'm in Indianapolis right now. I did 14 rides today for approximately $123, and I think I only got one bonus and one tip. So most of that money came from just the core like ride money. So right now, even though the dang gas pump is holding extra money, and the hotel still has to release some money, I have about $250, something like that, in my account right now. I have a full tank of gas, which should easily get me to Columbus and maybe give me some rides there as well. This last tank that I got, I was averaging 19.6 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad. It was 21.9 when I started, but a lot of the people I were taking, there's country roads and everything like that, and the highways are messed up, and there's a whole bunch of construction in the city right now, so that's why my gas mileage dropped, as I wasn't taking the highway much. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. It's a nice day, 91 degrees, a little hot, but I've been in the car all day. So anyways, it's going well so far, earning enough money. Hopefully I don't run into another $160 a night hotel. Plan is hopefully drive tonight in Columbus and then maybe spend a good half to more of the day tomorrow driving. That way I'll have enough money to get to Connecticut. Anyways, see you soon. So, as you can see, I've arrived in Columbus. Pretty cool city. I've only visited, not really, visited much, but definitely a cool looking city. Hopefully I'll get to explore it a little bit, but in the meantime, I am downtown, and I absolutely do not like giving rides downtown because of all the one-way streets, and sometimes cities have lights where you're not necessarily looking, traffic lights. So definitely gonna get out of here, but I always like to start from downtown and move outward, and if someone wants to come down here, good for them. I'll bring them down, but just not really into it, especially because there's always a lack of parking in any downtown, and lots of traffic, lots of stuff going on. But anyways, 7:30 now. I think I'll do some rides and see where that leaves me. I will probably give it a little bit of a break here shortly, so I can find a decent motel or hotel that's not going to break the bank, and then maybe do some rides afterwards. So anyways, there's an open concert. That's cool. All right, so that's where I stand right now. What up, YouTube? I'm in Columbus, Ohio at the moment. Just gave one ride.
This route avoids road closures on I-76 East. You are on the fastest route. You will arrive at 7:38 p.m.
Thank you. All right. So anyways, I'm on my way to Hartford. I decided not to give any, really any rides in Columbus, because if I stay here, I'm going to burn a day. It's going to take me 9+ hours to get over to Hartford, where I can drive again. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm trying to balance money and time because I want to get this done. I want to get to Maine as quick as possible while also balancing making money so I can get there. Anyways, I gave one ride. Apparently she gave me a pretty big tip, so it was like $13.50 for one ride. But anyways, I wanted to mention I had just gotten gas before I gave her a ride, and I got like gas was at $3.20 a gallon, and I got like a 39-cent discount via the Lyft rewards for platinum. So I ended up paying $2.81 a gallon here in Columbus, Ohio. It's awesome. If you guys drive for Lyft, definitely check it out. If you don't and want to become a Lyft driver, then do it and take advantage of the perks. Also, if you're a Lyft driver and want to take a road trip, then take advantage of these perks. Really save you some dough when getting gas. And there's plenty of other perks that I haven't discussed yet. Anyways, right now I'm headed off to Hartford, and I assume that tomorrow I will have to drive most of the day because I can't drive in Maine, and Maine, where I've got to go, is pretty far from New Hampshire, and New Hampshire is the other place that I can drive. So I'm really gonna have to build up a nice little bank account, especially since when I was looking, there was basically there wasn't any hotel or anything near where I'm going to search for this meteorite within, I want to say it's like 95 miles away in Bangor is one of the nearest hotels I could find. Now maybe I'll have to look again, but keep in mind where I'm going in Maine is pretty rural, pretty close to the border with Canada, so there isn't a whole lot up there, and I don't want to just be, burning gas, going to and from the spot to look for the meteorite. In addition, I'm probably only going to be able to search for maybe 2 days. If I search the first day and don't find anything promising and it's total bummer, I might just call it quits so that I can actually get home by driving Lyft, because sort of by my original plan to stay in Columbus and do rides, it was going to take me roughly 10 or 11 days to get up to Maine and get back to Kansas, and I didn't really want to do 10 days. 7 or 8 is more feasible. I'm off for the summer as a teacher, so I don't have to work right now, but I miss my dogs and everything like that. So anyways, so far I can't remember the numbers, but I think I've made somewhere between 550 I think I've made somewhere around $500 to $550. When I edit this video, I'll put all the numbers up and everything based on time, distance, all that good jazz. Anyways, I'll be taking some video on my way to Hartford, and so enjoy some of the time lapses and some of the other video, and talk to you soon.